Okay, I saw Vinyl Richie's music DVD video, so that inspired me to do one of my own. But before we get into that, let's get into a celebration of a record that I think is just the greatest. But before we get into that, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I forgot I had these. I don't know, I didn't have them with the Dead Kennedys records in my collection. They were with the compilations. So I forgot I had them, but here we are. This is the Dead Kennedys, and not Dead Kennedys, but the Dead Kennedys, and it's an interview picture disc. And surprisingly, this thing is very interesting to listen to. The whole band is talking, and it's really interesting. It had been, I don't know, 20, maybe 25 years since I listened to this thing. You know, because I forgot I had it. But wait, there's more. Put this thing back in. A little sleeve. Where are we going to put these? We'll put them right here. And maybe this is my Oh Canada Part 3. We'll see. And here's another picture disc. That's an interview with Dead Kennedys. This time it's not the Dead Kennedys. It's Dead Kennedys, and this one plays 45 RPMs. And it's on Red Door Records, and this also is very interesting, but it's much shorter than that one. So those are my two forgot but found Dead Kennedys records. Now let's get into it. I think this record is the greatest thing in the world, but it's because it's the first thing I ever heard from them. This is DOA's War on 45. Alternative Tentacles Virus, number 24. And here's the jacket. And this is kind of an EP, but it's kind of not because of the length of it. And it's got all kinds of great songs. Liar for Hire, I'm Right, You're Wrong, America the Beautiful, War, I Hate You, War in the East, Class War, just all kinds of great stuff on this. And again, this is the very first DOA I ever heard in my life, and boy did it stick with me. I am now DOA obsessed. Well, I've made videos of my hallway down into the bedrooms and the bathroom is completely dedicated to DOA flyers that I have collected over the years from shows that I went to by DOA. I've seen them a psychotic amount of times. And I'll go see them a psychotic amount of times more. Okay, this is the made in England version of War on 45. Same back cover, different front cover, and the songs are different. This one has the America song. Then it has a song Unknown with Chuck Biscuits. Forgot what song that is. It actually says right there, Unknown. Is that the name of the song? Anyway, you'd think I'd know. It's got Rich Bitch. And then The War, I Hate You. War in the East, Class War by the Dills. So this one is just slightly different from the one I just showed you. And the little Alternative Tentacles sticker in the middle of the album is dimmer. All right. Let's put these down, because we're getting into the big one. This is the re-release of War on 45. This just came out. And this thing is special because of the book that comes with it, telling all about the period in time that DOA came up with the songs and how they were recorded for the War on 45 album. Here's what the vinyl looks like. And this thing, on side one, the whole War on 45 album. Just one side, not two sides like the other. The flip side was recorded at Mystic Studios, just up from the Cathay de Grande. Let's see if I can get this right. Owned by Doug Moody. Anyway, this side is like it's almost like a practice session for War on 45. It's got Chuck Biscuit on the drums, where the War on 45 official release does not have him on the drums because, as the little booklet says, had a fight with his brother and quit the band. Anyway, it has Rent a Riot, Liar for Hire, Race Riot, America the Beautiful, No Way Out, No God, No War, I Hate You. Okay, these added Mystic, what was that, Mystic Records? Yeah, the added Mystic Records portion of this, is it worth buying this again? Because I'm sure a lot of you have this thing. Yes, it is. It's really worth it. It's very entertaining to hear Chuck Biscuits playing on these songs. You can tell it's him versus the drummer that was on these songs. Man, you can tell Chuck Biscuits. But that's not the end of the Chuck Biscuits saga. Oh, and also, here's the little hype stickers for it. The new limited edition, which everything in time is limited edition. You don't have to say it. Everything is limited edition. Give it enough time. Anyway, this is DOA, The Lost Tapes. And this has a bunch of Chuck Biscuit stuff on it. As I learned from reading this thing that came in the album, and a lot of the same songs, but not the Doug Moody recording sessions. These are kind of the same songs as on the Red record, but they were, they were recorded in Canada. So if you want the total Chuck Biscuits DOA experience, buy the 40th anniversary limited edition of War on 45, and then pick up DOA, The Lost Tapes. And you will pretty much have it covered if you're just a Chuck Biscuits obsessed type person. Oh, and here's what the Lost Tapes vinyl looks like. All right, let's get into the next record, which is not DOA. Let's put this all down here. Okay, more Canada. This is the Hanson Brothers. This is the only Hanson Brothers vinyl 12-inch record that I have. I don't have any of the others, which it might surprise some of you. Like, whoa, dude, you usually have everything. Well, I don't have that because I just didn't buy them when they came out because I was dumb, and I'm sorry. But anyway, I did buy this. This is Hanson Brothers. It's a Living. And this has got all the great songs on it that are on the My Game and Misconduct record. It's a live recording of a concert, and that's a play on the Ramones' It's Alive. And this has got all the good songs from those very hard to find well, actually impossible to find Hanson Brothers records. for a reasonable price. It's a double LP. Just like the Ramones, it's alive. Let's put this here. And little jackets. The records came in. Look like this. And it's kind of like the Ramones hockey style. Yeah, it's like if the Ramones were from Canada and they were obsessed with hockey. And then you get the Hanson brothers, which the Hanson brothers are just the dudes from No Means No. Okay, let's get into the videos. This is a VHS tape. The Cramps, November 1994, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And this one's got, I think this is the, what's that album? Flame Job. Yeah, this is the Flame Job tour. It's the whole show. It's 2 hours long. And the quality is okay. Just some guy with a camera filming. But is it a good show? Oh boy, is it a good show. But the camera person, at the end of the show when Lux is doing his thing, tends to concentrate on that bass player. They really like that bass player when they should be concentrating on Lux. Oh, let's see what's in here. Nope, no stickers. So that's that. That's the Cramps in Pittsburgh, 1994. Let's put these here. Butthole Surfers live in Detroit. Everybody's seen this. Everybody knows it. But let's see what's inside. Nope. No stickers or nothing. Just looks like that. And I can honestly say I live 2.5 miles away from the place where this was filmed. In fact, I even made a little video of it. Okay, this is the Butthole Surfers at the Cat Club, July 29th, 1987. And I made this little cover for it because DVD, well, just looks like that. Wow, this thing is great. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. Cat Club, July 29th, 1987. Butthole Surfers. This thing will blow your mind. All right, here we go. Body Count, live in LA. This is a 2-disc set. Comes with this little booklet type thing. Lots of pictures of Ice-T. And if you are into the metal of Body Count, this is a pretty good thing to pick up. All right, this is Bob Mould. See a Little Light, a celebration of the music and the legacy of Bob Mould. And the main reason why you'd want to buy this thing is, what's up, Dave Grohl. I think he's a Nirvana guy. That's all I really know about him. Anyway, this has got a bunch of Husker Du songs where Bob Mould is rocking the guitar and he's rocking the vocals, and the the Nirvana guy is on drums, and their version on this thing, actually everything they do together on this thing is really great, but their version of New Day Rising, out of sight, man. Out of sight. If you see this for $5, pick it up, because the Nirvana guy on the drums during the New Day Rising song just goes berserk. Man, he loses it. He does a good job. All right, this is the Bad Brains live CBGB's 1982. Here we go. This is really, really good. Except for one thing. The bass guitarist, I think it's the bass guitarist, you can't see him at all on this. He's like hiding behind some speakers or something, so you really don't get any footage of him. But this is when Bad Brains were really, really great. The lyrics to their songs were very, very Christian, because Rastafarian is an offshoot of the Christian religion, but it's really, really close to the Bible. So if you listen to the lyrics of Bad Brains, they're a religious group. They're like a fundamentalist Christian religious group. So I just kind of throw the lyrics away, and I'm digging the voice, I'm digging all the instruments, and I'm digging the song structure. That cannot be beat. And that's what makes this thing a must-have. All right. This is the Dead Kennedys special 25th anniversary edition CD and DVD. Okay. I don't know where the CD is for this, but the DVD is just a bunch of guys talking about how the Dead Kennedys' first record really inspired them. It's interesting. Here's another thing that's interesting. It's not a must-have. This is Ministry Sphincter. And this is live performance footage from the 1996 Ministry tour. And it's... oh, there's no book that came with it. Anyway, it's pretty good if you're digging the Ministry. All right, this is Ministry Fix, and this is a documentary on the band Ministry. And again, this one is pretty interesting. And it's a 2-disc set. But it's not really a must-have. This is a must-have. This is Riot on the Dance Floor, the story of Randy Now and City Gardens in New Jersey. There you go. Check this out. There's the dude from the Meat Men, Tesco V. 2-disc set. Little poster thing that came with it, autographed. And this is a documentary about City Gardens in New Jersey and all the bands that played there and all the things that happened with the bands who played there. Seek this thing out. Riot on the Dance Floor. That one really is a really fun watch. All right, this is Minor Threat, DC Space, Buff Hall, and 930 Club. This is a must-have. Comes with a little book telling all about, well, actually it's just flyers. I don't think there's any writing. Ah, there's some writing. Anyway, telling all about the Minor Threat Band. And the footage on this DVD is comparable to nothing. This band threw some of the craziest shows ever. Man, the kids were into them. All right, this is Marilyn Manson, Hamilton, Ontario. 5/2/97. This is a bootleg of a Marilyn Manson show from 1997. And it's really creepy, crazy, and good. Makes you wish you would have been there. All right. Here's something I was at. And I think I'm going to end this video with this little pile, even though there's a lot more. I think this little series will go on for many videos. Anyway, Marilyn Manson, Guns, God, and Government live in Los Angeles. This thing was recorded at the Olympic Auditorium. I think it was on Figueroa in downtown Los Angeles. I was at this thing. I got a poster from a record store that I framed advertising the show. This is the Blu-ray copy of it. And man, since this was going to be, well, since it was filmed for a pay-per-view, he pulled out all the stops. This was like a Kiss concert gone wrong. Really good. I'm so glad I drove all the way to LA to go to that show. That show has the ticket stub with the poster framed in the hallway. Says it was $15, believe it or not. All right. This is Marilyn Manson, Rock and Ring during the Golden Age of Grotesque tour. And what makes this thing special? This thing has the entire fight between him on stage with the guitarist. Oh, and the quality is really good. All right, here's the Mayor of Sunset Strip. This thing's really entertaining to watch, and after watching this, you do kind of understand the Angry Simone's lyric, "You pathetic male groupie," because this is that is kind of what he was. Anyway, listen to the Ramones. Listen to the Angry Simone's song, "Get Off the Air," and then watch this. And then we're going to finish up this video with the Exploited, "Beat 'Em All." Comes with this little fold out. Put this on and listen to it. Watching it isn't very exciting. Listening to it is pretty good. Alright, that's the end of this video. There'll be more DVD music stuff to come.